Good morning, and welcome to the Sunday meditation of this week. Maybe let's start by just taking a quick moment to feel gratitude that we can connect in this way. I mean, this is obviously a very, very small gathering, but just think about the fact that you can connect with friends and family and even strangers wherever you are, whenever you want to, in this way, especially in these times when we might not have the same possibilities to actually see each other's, see each other in person. So let's just take a moment to feel some gratitude for the fact that we can be here in this way. There are, of course, downsides to being in our virtual worlds like this, and it can often become a bit too much. We know, how we tend to sit in front of our screens or have our headphones on, get into kind of our virtual worlds individually, and this can kind of create our separate little worlds, and what tends to happen when we are in our virtual world is that we leave our bodies behind. So we tend to not feel so much into our actual body, but we more enter into the screen and our thinking mind. And we also tend to see each other as faces on a screen rather than embodied beings. And this is really important, to actually have connection with our body. Any full human experience actually involves the experience of our somatic field, our body and how it feels. If you think of any situation or memory or anything where any time where you feel deeply fulfilled or satisfied, happy, it tends to include the realm of the body in that experience. And yet so often we leave the body behind and we enter into our virtual worlds, our thinking mind, maybe even actively distracting ourselves from the sensation of the body if there's discomfort, tension, stress, or emotions. And by doing this, we actually cut ourselves off from the wisdom of the body, all the information that the body holds. Another reason to be connected with the body is, like I said, the information that the body holds and the way it regulates our stress levels. So if we tend to be disconnected from our bodies and try to stay away, it's very difficult for us to notice the triggers when the stress hormones, for example, starts rising in the body and we get agitated and we're not listening to our body, or we're cut off from the experience of the body. We are likely to notice our stress first when it's kind of too late, or at a time when we're really already acting out our stress or anger or whatever it might be. And at that point, it might take actually quite some time to calm the system down. But so if we can learn to stay connected with our bodies more continuously, we can also learn to listen to these signals, this information that the body is constantly feeding us. And then we can learn to kind of take breaks or learn to relax, learn to listen, basically, to our bodies. So this is what we're going to do in today's meditation, is we're going to tap into the feelings of our bodies. We're going to do a body scan, and this can be a good exercise to do in order to actually start to rewire our neural circuitry, rewire our awareness to become more in touch with our bodies. And so then it will become easier also in our everyday life to stay connected, to be more aware of what's going on in our whole experience, including the physical realm. So we're going to start the meditation. You can start by finding a way of sitting, whether you're sitting on a chair with your feet grounded on the floor, if you're sitting cross-legged on a cushion. See if you can find an upright position that reflects wakefulness. So keep your back unsupported and find a posture that reflects wakefulness and yet some relaxation and some ease in the body. You might want to start by taking a few deeper breaths just to settle into right where you are right now. And see if you can invite this moment, leaving the hustle and bustle behind for this duration of this meditation. You can let your breath return to a natural rhythm and feel yourself grounded. So feel the surface that you're sitting on. Feel how you're supported by the ground underneath, and then you can allow yourself to settle into your seat. You might want to close your eyes or keep your gaze soft. If you keep your eyes open, you might want to have the sense that they are not focused on anything in particular, but relaxed, and that you're kind of seeing with your entire eyes instead of a focused gaze. And we'll start by directing our attention to the top of our heads. Feel the fontanelle area. If there are any sensations on the top of your head, feeling perhaps your forehead and the area between your eyes, releasing any tension in your forehead, between your eyebrows, relaxing your cheeks and your jaw. Feeling the area around your eyes, letting your eyeballs be soft in their sockets. Feeling your mouth soft, your tongue resting. Just being receptive to any feeling, any sensation you have in your head, your skull, almost like your skeleton can relax, feeling the backside of your head and your neck. Perhaps letting your chin tilt down slightly toward your chest and simultaneously feeling your neck elongating. finding an alignment with the spine, and almost like there's a string attached to the top of your head, gently pulling your back up toward the ceiling, toward the sky, and yet finding the relaxation and letting gravity do its job. Feeling down through your throat and your neck. Feeling into your trapezius muscles and your shoulders, inviting a softening, inviting the shoulders to relax, feeling your arms heavy by your sides, resting alongside your body. Feeling your upper arms, your elbows, your underarms, the front side and the back side, into your wrists and into your hands. Just remaining receptive and open to the feeling in your hands, sensing any sensation in your hands, any temperature, perhaps some tingling, any sense of aliveness in your fingers, your palms, the back of your hands, letting them rest in your lap, folded or on your knees, anywhere where they can relax and where you can just remain receptive to the aliveness in your hands. Noticing the tendency of the mind to wander off. The habit of the mind is to escape the present moment. You might notice the tendency that the present moment is somehow not enough, that the mind is always racing into the future, trying to anticipate or plan, or might look back in history, back into the past for memories to bring up, or go off into mind wandering and fantasy, anything to avoid the nowness, the present moment. So this is part of the training. You don't need to judge the mind for doing what it's doing. Just notice the pattern. And we're using the body as an anchor to come back to. The body is always in the now. The sensations in the body always happens in the present moment. So you might come back now to your chest area. Gently sensing the breath in your lungs, how the air flows in and out of your lungs all by itself. Refrain from any sense of controlling the breath. Just notice your body breathing, your chest expanding and contracting with the breath. including your abdomen and the back. So feeling the shoulder blades all the way from your shoulders down to the mid back, lower back, feeling the entire torso, breathing. So once again, every time the mind wanders, just pay attention to where the mind has gone. No judgment. Just being curious to whatever comes up and gently direct your attention back to the sensations in your body as you're sitting here breathing. Directing your attention now to your buttocks and the contact against the surface that you're sitting on. Perhaps a sense of pressure. See if you, for a moment, can allow the sensation of sitting here, allowing yourself to settle into your seat. Feeling your thigh muscles, perhaps any sensation in your knees, your kneecaps, into your lower legs. Now feeling all the way out into the wrists and into the feet, feeling the heels, the soles of the feet, the arch, the front part of your feet, and the toes, including the upper side of your feet and your entire feet. If you're unable to feel any sensation in your feet or follow the instructions, just notice that that's the experience of the present moment. Again, no judgments, no, not trying to control the experience or create something, just tapping into what we're actually feeling right now and using the feet as the anchor of attention for this moment. Coming back over and over, remaining curious to how it feels, receptive to the experience in your feet, and feeling now again into your seat and finding yourself sitting here being supported in a sense of being grounded and even rooted. So almost a sense of extending your awareness into the earth. From this ground, you feel your back rising, scanning back up and remembering your straight or elongated spine and the neck in line with your back, the strings gently pulling the top of your head up towards the ceiling, relaxing once again in your face and in your shoulders. extending your awareness to include your entire body in this moment, or as many parts of your body that you can keep in awareness at the same time. Or any part of the body that you can feel extra clearly right now. And see for a moment if you can allow the experience to be just as it is. If you can be with the sensation, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. If your mind wanders, you might want to come back to the breath. Where do you feel your breath in your body right now? Perhaps air flowing in and out of your nostrils, or a sense of the chest or the abdomen expanding and contracting. Staying connected with the body in this way. Occasionally reminding yourself to soften, to relax, to release any tension while still remaining alert and upright. Curiosity rather than judgment. Might again want to take a few deep breaths and allow the room to come back into your awareness in your own pace, in your own time. And we'll end this sitting just where we started, with a moment of gratitude. This time, feeling gratitude toward your own body. Everything that your body is doing without you having to control it, without you having to will anything. The body's making sure that the blood is pumping, that the breath is always there. Takes care of digestion, recovery, takes care of the immune system, takes care of stress regulation, and we're paying attention to the body as a way to become more connected with all of this that's happening in the body and staying more in tune with the wealth of information that the body contains. So I hope you found this body scan useful. It's something that you can do to train your sense of embodiment and bring some type of body awareness into your everyday life. So even when you might not have time for a full body scan, just a few breaths and reminding yourself to check in with the body can be enough, can be really helpful. So once again, thank you for being here this morning. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and I wish you a good rest of your Sunday. Enjoy.